Hi everyone, and welcome back to the conclusion of the 30-day minimalism challenge. It has been a really fun month. This is the first time I ever did something from start to finish in terms of a challenge, but I will admit toward the end I did sort of peter out. There were definitely 2 days where I did nothing, and so I kind of had to double up. So we left off with day 24, and that's a day to practice gratitude. They suggest listing out a huge long list of everything you're grateful for, from big to small. Minimalism at the core of it is really about appreciating all that you have, big and small, and recognizing that you don't need as much as you think you might. So you're listing things from people to jobs, even everyday items. However, I didn't do that. I do practice gratitude internally and mentally. I do, however, want to make a list and in fact use it as part of my home decor. I love decorating my home with personal items like this, and I don't have any words on display, and I know decorating your home with words is also a great way to add inspiration. Additionally, this list can help me with day 26, which was to identify my stress triggers. Now, the suggestion is to take notice of your stress levels through doing different activities throughout the day. So it's funny, one of the things I'm so entirely grateful for, my children, is a very exact thing that is one of my stress triggers. Now, it's not my children in general, it's their fussiness and crying and kind of inconsolable like moods. Tantrums are, minimal, but they're there. And it really stresses me out. It's just like, you want to be logical and say, why are you crying? You have everything you need. Everything's perfect. Just do it, Part of it is identifying those stress triggers, but the real work is figuring out how to limit the stress during those situations. So I think that if I had a list of words, things that I'm grateful for, and I can kind of look to that and meditate on those words when I'm feeling those stress feelings, I think it will help me sort of come back down. Having a lot of things undone tends to stress me out. I feel like I need to get them all done. Having a mess stresses me out. One of the best ways I deal with stress is something I did on day 27, declutter a junk drawer. Decluttering and cleaning is just my therapy. I love to do it when I'm happy. I love to do it when I'm upset. So I did clean out my junk drawer. I showed you my kitchen drawer recently. I have a couple of other drawers that tend to get messy quickly. I have 2 drawers in my china hutch, and so I cleaned both of those out. And then I have a really small dresser thing that I'm using as a nightstand, and it's 4 drawers, and they are just truly junk collectors. So I cleaned those out as well, and I am getting so much better about the full process, not just taking things out of drawers and having them look pretty, but dealing with those things, putting them back where they go, recycling them, putting them in the donation pile, whatever it is. But typically in the past, I would clean out an area and then have a pile of stuff that I cleaned out, but I didn't know what to do with, or it took me a long time to get to it. So I did a full circle clean out, and it felt great. Day 29 was to turn off all notifications. That little red circle on your apps when you have a notification, maybe that's one of my stress triggers. It goes back to something undone. It's like I need to check that off. I need to see what those numbers are. So even just for one day, this is not a permanent thing, just for one day, turn off all notifications and check your phone or your computer at specific times during the day to make sure you don't miss anything truly important. If you like it and you can get into the routine of checking your emails at certain times of the day, maybe do that instead, because if you're like me and that red circle brings you stress, it's just a stress we don't need. Now, day 28 was to let go of a goal, which I do see the importance in. Which goals are really going to enrich your life and that align with your priorities? Now, I do want to become more fit. I would like to get my physical activity back to where it used to be. I don't see that as a selfish goal. I really don't. I see that as benefiting my entire family, because I'll have more energy for all of them. We're an active family. We like to do things and play, and it'll be good to have fewer back pains and knee pains and get out there with my kids and just have a fun, long life. Now, years back, I would make small goals for myself, like try a new hairstyle, wear my hair down more. I don't ever wear my hair all the way down. I just don't. It's in my face and it bothers me. That's really not an important goal. That won't really enrich my life. It's cool. It's fun to break out of your shell and try new things like that, but it's really not aligned with my priorities and my core values on how I want to live my life. That's just an example. So look at your goals and think which ones are the ones you really want to devote your time and energy in. The month concluded with day 30, which was to evaluate your last 5 non-essential purchases. And I know for sure that the root of the clutter is shopping. That's where it all starts. The stuff doesn't just breed in your home, although it feels like it. So we have totally changed the way we shop. I mean, maybe 5 years ago, it was fun to go to the thrift store on a Saturday afternoon. He'd come home with tons of records, I'd have books, we'd have whatever. And it was unintentional shopping. It was just something fun to do. I thought maybe I would try a no spend challenge. I'm not ready to do that just yet. So now that the challenge is over, I can honestly recommend this challenge to anyone. Whether you're a beginning minimalist, you just want to declutter a little bit, or you're an expert, you've been doing it for years. I think this challenge is a great way to spruce up. It was not hard to do. I have 2 little ones who are 2 and now 9 months, and I was able to fit it into my life. And I did take a small vacation, and I had house guests, and I was still able to get everything done. I suggest keeping the momentum. If you're unable to do something for one day, it's scary because like at the end, I skipped 2 days. It's really easy to lose that momentum. So maybe shift the challenges around, change the order of them. So be creative. As long as it's 30 days in a row, you can do it. It doesn't need to be the first of the month or the first of the year. Just pick any 30 days and give it a try. Thank you guys so much for watching this series, and I'm going to continue the minimalism videos because I do have a passion for it. I love talking about it. And though this is a lifestyle and essentially like a mom channel, this is part of how I mother. So I will be starting a new series called Motherhood and Minimalism, and I cannot wait to share some of those topics with you. So stick around if you like what you heard, because more is coming your way, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.